Hey, it's Jeremy here at My Way MFG. The title to this video, Abandoned for 56 Years, This Car Wants to Live. The Eliza 40 Rust Repair Episode 4. I got that area fixed around the windshield in the last video, and I gotta say, y'all seen how bad that was. That project really didn't fight me very hard. It came together quite nicely. As much work as that could have entailed, it just really didn't fight me. And when Brian brought that car home after setting that 56 years back in 2017, the way he described it to me when he got that car running, it didn't fight him either. Everything just worked out for him. He got it running. When he did, it ran actually perfectly. And, you know, Brian said that car, the guy he'd bought it from, the old man, and it was his mother's car they'd let set. The old guy had told Brian that motor had been rebuilt in about 1954. Well, when Brian bought it, the license plate on the car, it was last registered in 1959. So, you know, it probably ran another 5 years, driven another 5 years after that motor was rebuilt. So, you know, it probably doesn't have a whole lot of miles on it. Back then, people didn't drive like they do now. I imagine that motor is still pretty fresh. And the tranny works great, the rear end works great, the suspension's good, it steers perfectly. I mean, there's no loose steering whatsoever. It actually drives just about like a new car. If you could get that cabin sealed up to where it was quiet and comfortable, I think you could probably just get in it and it'd feel much like driving our 2015 Malibu, really. I really think it would. And that's what I'm shooting for. That's what my plans are to do. And we're going to get this car completely drivable. I mean, we're going to get the interior looking nice, comfortable, get every little issue and bug worked out of it. And then when spring rolls around, we're going to drive this thing everywhere. I'm going to see how far I can take this car. Because you think that car, that thing was parked back when my mom was a little girl. The whole time I would have been growing up, it would have been parked. The whole time as my kids were growing up, it would have been parked. I've got grandkids by now that Brian got that running like when they were babies, you know. The 3 generations, I guess what I'm trying to say, 3 generations of children would have walked by that car, sitting out there nothing more than yard art, just something to look at. Nobody ever heard it run. Nobody ever seen it move. And now it's back on the road. It's miraculous, really. And if you open the hood on that car, or not just open the hood, look at it anywhere. Look the car anywhere. It's all original, everything on it. The only thing you will see that's not original on that car is the electric fuel pump and the one-wire GM alternator. Other than that, it's original, you know. It's got a new gas tank and stuff in it, but it's an original repopped gas tank. You know, it's factory correct, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, we're going to go out there here in a while, and we're going to start working on these doors, see if we can get them open and shutting right. And that'll be a big step in making the interior of that car, or the drivability of that car better, is getting them doors working right. It'll just seem like a much better car. It always seems nice when you can just walk up to a door and just open it and close it, and it just works perfectly, you know. Right now, they don't. Not at all. But anyway, hopefully that project won't fight me either, and we'll get that done. We'll move on to the next step, and then the next step, and the next step. And that's going to just keep happening all winter long. And then when spring comes, I'm going to get in it and drive it. Whatever's done's done. Whatever's not done's not done. And we're going to drive it. Little improvements here and there all the way along the way. I'm never going to restore this car to perfect. What I'm going to do is make it go down the road and just be a good daily driver. And we are going to use her for a driver. So anyway, I'll catch you outside here in a bit. This is real-time video here because I haven't started it prior. Maybe pull the choke out a little bit. I don't know what's going on here. The wires come off this button or something. When I bought the car, Brian says this is how you start it for now. So. Oh, you gotta love this thing. That's the first start in a month. I didn't even touch the gas pedal. This thing is just great. Folks, that right there is why I'm working on this car. As bad as it looks, there's never been a car that wants to live as badly as this car does. Anyway, I'm gonna come out here later today, start working on this door. Not very happy with it. Rubbing on the running board right now. Appears to be down about a 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, I would say. I can move it into position. I think it's mostly the bottom hinge. We'll get a look at it after a bit. See that? And all this welding where these pinholes were. I could still see some divots there. It'd just be nice to get them filled, you know. Especially up here where you're gonna see, but not just especially there. We need all of it filled. I think I'm liking that. All right. Let's let that set up for a while. We'll sand it off and mask it and get a little primer on there. Start letting that dry, and we'll move on to the door. As you watch me do this, bear in mind, I am not a body man. I'm a plumber. However, I do play a body man on TV. Who would have thought I could say that and be 100% accurate? Crazy, right? Okay, this is the bottom door hinge on Eliza. I don't know if you can see this or not. Watch this. I mentioned a couple videos ago that I had thought that most of the problems with these doors were in the bottom hinges. If you look in here, we've got a big stress crack right here. Another one right here. So it pretty much lost all the support in that whole corner with this and that. Everything's just moving. So I got the door propped up on the back corner. I'm gonna try to weld up these two cracks, just a couple spot welds for now, because it may need to change up or down, but I'm gonna get a couple spot welds on here, try this door, and I'm thinking that's where most of my problem's gonna be. So let's keep going here. Hey, you know what though? The bottom of this door is not really that rusty. Even the bottom is still in it. So that's kind of a win, right? That door gap is a little tight. My body line is much better now. It might be down maybe 1/8 of an inch. It's not bad. I'm not sure why the door is hanging out here on the bottom. Seems like the door needs twisted a little bit. There again, I might be able to just grab a hold of it and twist it. Hey guys, off camera, I took a hold of that door and gave her a little twist. I got that bottom to flush up real nice. If you look down the side of the car, yeah, it's real nice now. It's nice up top too. This door gap is a little tight. That one's a little wider, but as I've said 1,000 times, this car's not going to be a show horse. We got it open and closing good, and it looks good. It looks pretty good. So coming in here, I cut out a piece of the old floor so I could get my eyes in there and see what was going on. Our frame's in good shape, guys. It's not really pitted. Not only there, I've looked it all over. This A-pillar, I took the bolt out of it. I'm gonna plate it from here, bend to 90, come down here, drill a hole, put a new bolt through. I'm gonna cut 2 pieces, plate it here up to the hinge, and it'll bend this way, weld in there. It'll be another 90 here going this way, and then I'll weld down this seam. That'll take care of all that. And then we got just a little bit going on right here. We'll try to weld up a little bit just so we can fiberglass in, have a nice painted door jamb there. I think I'm about done working on the door for today. I got it working good, which is what I wanted to do. Did I turn that flashlight out? No. I got it working good, which is what I wanted to do. Also, another thing I'm gonna have to do is get a stopper back on this. Yeah, I'll figure something out there. But I like that. That's doing fine. It's doing what I wanted it to do. Good enough for me and good enough for this car. I'm gonna get up here, sand on this a little bit, mask it off, put a little primer on there. And yeah, we'll do that next. Catch you in a bit, guys. Hey guys, and I started getting masking tape around the windshield, but I want to tell you guys, it's 33 degrees here today, and I don't think this garage is much above the outside temperature. I am cold. It is cold out here. My fingers are cold. This heater does very damn little, and Well, I think it's too cold to spray any primer or paint. So I guess this might about do it for today. This is Sunday. I think I might just go in the house, take it easy. We got the windshield fixed. We got the driver's side door working good. Yeah, you know, that ain't too bad for a day or two's worth of work. So okay, over on the passenger side, door gap in the front looks like that. Door gap in the back. These door gaps look real good, and this door is flushed up real nice. So in that regard, it fits better than the other side. Problem is, this door has always been the one that didn't work right. It's far worse than the other one as far as sagging goes. Right now I've got it on the striker plate and it's latched, so that's why the door gap looks good, but watch what happens when I open it. We're dropped way down. It's overlapping there. Now the one on the other side drug the running board, but yet this one don't. Now isn't that weird? The other one opened and shut better, but this one doesn't drag the running board. Can't quite wrap my head around that just yet. But I imagine when it comes to fixing it, it's going to be more of the same. This top hinge is going to need work though. In fact, I might even have to take that top hinge off to get back in there. Unless I bring that down, just stitch it to the hinge. But if you remember, this is the side where the windshield had all the rust too. So I imagine water has just ran down this A-pillar. Looking at the bottom hinge, this side here, I don't know what to make of it just yet. I need help. I need somebody to lift a door while I watch it, but I don't think it's the bottom hinge doing it on this side. I think the A-pillar has come loose at the frame mount. Whereas the other side, the bottom hinge was causing most of the trouble. I think on this side, we're gonna find that the A-pillar has broke loose and has leaned forward. I think that's what we're gonna find's happened here. But yeah, we're probably gonna have to work on the A-pillar on this side on the bottom and get the door up where it needs to be and get the A-pillar something solid along the bottom again, get it bolted back down to the frame. I think that's what we're gonna run into here, but I haven't really looked into it good, but it's looking like that's what we're gonna have to do. It's doable, we'll get it. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I want to thank Kevin, my wife's friend Heather, her husband Kevin, giving me this book. It's a passenger and commercial reference book for 1944. And just thumbing through it here, it's going to have a lot of information in there I could use. It's going to have all the points for your grease certs. It's going to have probably information on that dual point distributor, which is hard to work on. I haven't had a chance to really read it and look through it yet, but there's undoubtedly things in here that are going to be of great value to me. And it's just going to be a cool little book I could put in a glove box. It'll be a nice addition to the car when it's done. So thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it, man. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. What's up, Bub? See ya. Well, guys, I think we're going to end it here. It's 2 o'clock. I'd like to have stayed out there till about 5. Kept working on that a little longer. But I'll tell you what, guys, it's cold out there today. And we're going to have a couple more warm days next week. I'll get back out there and get a little more done. But I'm pretty happy with what we did get done. The passenger side door, just from what I've noticed with it, it's going to take me longer. I'm going to have much more work to do over there, I'm afraid. But maybe it'll go easy. You never know. Sometimes you look at a deal like that and it looks like it could be really hard, and then when you start on it, just kind of falls together. We can hope for that, right? Because other times it don't. But anyway, we'll get out there in a day or two and see what happens. I want to thank all of you for all your comments. The subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please like, subscribe, comment, all them things. It seems like my videos are catching a little bit of traction. I mean, just have to keep doing them and hope for the best, you know. And I enjoy doing this. I hope you guys enjoy watching. And hey, we'll catch you on the next round. Jeremy, later.